Mga ka-PH ating kilalanin. Mga pulitikong naki-angkas, sakay, at sawsaw sa isyung pamamaril ng pulis sa mag-inang Gregorio. Para paigtingin pa ang galit ng mga mamamayan at himuking magalit sa gobyerno. Vice President Leni Robredo. Ayon sa kanya, there will be those who will lay all blame on the person who pulled the trigger, as if he were not part of a larger architecture of impunity. Despite a clear pattern of brutality and a string of cases that made his propensity for violence apparent, the leadership allowed him to remain in service. May tsapa, may baril. Senator Franklin Drilon, Senate Minority Leader. Ayon sa kanya, this is pure evil. That devil who committed an evil act in front of his own daughter deserves to rot in jail. I have no words to describe his unspeakable act. He should spend Christmas and a lifetime in jail. So long as the culture of impunity exists in the country, and when there is a system that rewards misdeeds instead of punishing them, police abuses and violence will continue. Impunity breeds trigger happy cops. Senator Leila de Lima. Ayon sa kanya, walang puso at konsensya lamang ang kayang gumawa ng ganitong karumal-dumal at kalunos-lunos na krimen. This is another incident that desensitizes the public towards violence and cruelty, a proof that authorities can go overboard with abuse of power, especially when you give them a license to kill. Dahil sa mga berdugong pahayag at paghimok ni Duterte na pumatay, kahit sa pinakamaliit na dahilan, pumapatay na ang mga pulis. Senator Francis Pangilinan. Ayon sa kanya, nakakagalit ang pangyayari. Yan ang resulta kapag kinukonsinti o hindi pinaparusahan ang mga pulis na abusante at tiwali. Hihintayin natin ang pagkondena ng administrasyon sa pangyayari, at sisiguruhing mapaparusahan sa halip na konsentihin o e-promote pa ang mga tiwali, at abusanteng pulis. Dahil walang parusa sa kapulisan o mga matataas na opisyal ng gobyerno na sangkot sa katiwalian o kaya inaabuso ang pwesto, tuloy-tuloy ang pang-aabuso ng mga ito. Dagdag pa rito ang nangingibabaw na kultura ng dahas at patayan dahil sa pag-uudyok sa kapulisan na huwag matakot na pumatay. Senator Panfilo Lacson. Ayon sa kanya, if what's on video tells the whole story, I enjoin the Philippine National Police leadership to show no mercy. They should spare no effort to make sure that he rots in jail. He's the last policeman that they need in the force. As a policy recommendation, policemen should turn in their issued firearms to their unit's armorer or supply officer when on off-duty status. That said, they should not be issued permits to carry firearms outside residence while still in the active service. The PNP should always uphold its motto to serve and protect. That includes taking appropriate steps to protect our people from scalawags in their ranks whether they are on duty or not. Senator Nancy Binay. Ayon sa kanya, dapat seryosohing baguhin ng PNP ang style at pag-uugali ng mga miyembro nito. Police behavior and practices should be directed to the desire of helping the people and the community. To a great degree, dahil na rin sa maling konsepto ng pagiging figure of authority and false notion of empowerment, yung value structure na supposedly civilian in character ay naging inherently authoritarian. Something is deeply wrong when you have both top cops and rank and file who flout the law. Wala nang takot dahil tila hindi naman na yata sila napaparusahan. Kadalasan napo-promote pa nga, may ninja cops, manyanata cops, ex-cop na land grabber at illegal logger, berdugong pulis. Buong taon may nakakahiyang headline tungkol sa pulis. Ano na ba ang ginagawa ng liderato tungkol dito? The people expect the police to be their defenders, not their offenders. Rather than being the people's assurance of law and order, lately many of our cops are becoming the face of terror and impunity, blatantly disregarding the rule of law and spitting on our values. Senator Joel Villanueva. Ayon sa kanya, the senseless killing of a woman and her son by a police officer highlights the prevailing culture of impunity among law enforcement agencies that should never be allowed to persist. No words can capture the outrage we feel over the cold-blooded murder of a mother and her son in broad daylight by a police officer who took an oath to serve and to protect the people. We expect that the PNP leadership will leave no stone unturned and justice will prevail. We must put an end to the culture of impunity once and for all. We cannot let our workers such as doctors, lawyers, journalists, advocates, and even ordinary citizens live in fear and insecurity, and suffer senseless deaths. ACT Church Representative Franz Castro. Ayon sa kanya, the Duterte administration's legacy is creating monsters that recklessly use their guns, points and shoots it at whoever is in their way towards claiming and abusing power. We demand justice for the victims of police brutality and demand an end to the worsening culture of impunity in the Philippines. This is not an isolated incident. There is systematic and chronic abuse of power in the police and military that the Duterte administration cannot deny, especially when shoot-to-kill orders come straight from the mouth of the Commander-in-Chief. Gabriela Representative Arlene Brusas. Ayon sa kanya, malapit na magpasko at ang regalo sa atin ng gobyerno at ng kapulisan ay matinding kultura ng impiyonidad at karahasan sa ating lipunan, taon-taon, tampok na pamaskong handog sa mga pamilya ang kaliwat kanang pagpatay at karahasan sa pangunguna ni Pangulong Duterte at ng Armed Forces of the Philippines Philippine National Police. Sina Nanay Sonia at Frank Reyna Nocino at Baby River, Amanda Echanes at Baby Randall Fable Pineda, Kian de los Santos at marami pang mga pamilyang naulila sa war on drugs, ay ilan lamang sa mahabang listahan ng mga kababaihan, bata, at pamilyang target ng shoot them dead order ni President Duterte sa mga mahihirap at walang kalaban-laban. Ano masasabi nyo dito mga ka-PH? Comment lang po kayo sa baba, like and subscribe. Hanggang sa muli.